Hello, good morning, happy Monday. I wanted to start, seems really appropriate for a Monday morning, about talking about being tired. I was having a conversation with a friend this morning, talking to some friends this weekend. Everybody's just sort of, it's not even ennui, it's not even like a sense of uh, physical exhaustion as much as it is the sense of just being weary, feeling like it's enough. But what does that mean exactly? What's enough? It's there's nothing really wrong, and yet there's this sense of everything's really wrong, and we don't know what tomorrow's going to bring, and that creates a really difficult way of being, way of moving forward when kind of every day is like that. I'm finding for myself, even in this last week especially, but in the last couple of weeks, it is taking all of my effort just to bring it up to zero in the morning, and then I'm out for the day. I'm really dysregulated, bouts of high emotion and then collapse, just really feeling unstable. And it's there's reasons for that. It's very real. It's not just us. It's not in our heads. There's nothing wrong with us. It's that we are pulling out of the old kind of ways of doing things, rules. And I don't want to make this a political conversation because this is on both sides. Nothing seems to fit us anymore. Um, Either way, it's not working. At least it's not working for us. There are some people that appear that it's working for, and maybe it is. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I know it's not. A lot of people are saying the same things to me, and it's this sense of we don't know what tomorrow's going to bring. We know we want to bring in something different. We Many of us, I mean, I know what I want my life to look like, but there's great fear, there's great anxiety about how to navigate that now. Can we navigate that now? I mean, will the system fall apart? Our existing systems of anything, not even talking about political systems, but it's economic systems, transportation systems. I mean, it's this is really real. It is essentially it's a trauma response, right? From going through a period since COVID where everything is up in the air and out of control, and the narratives out there are so polarized, are so divisive, are still have the nerve to try and tell us how we should live like they got it right. And again, not even just talking about political systems. Our social media, our family, don't get me started, friends. I mean, everybody's got a way that we should be living. And like, dude, if you have the answer, go, like, have fun. But I don't see a ton of people out there rocking it. And the ones who are just living their best lives. They'll give you, suggestions, or they'll tell you what they're doing if you ask. But they're not the ones out there telling you, like, you should do this and you should get this much sleep and you should. If I could get this much sleep, I wouldn't be this tired. And so, why am I not getting the sleep, right? What's keeping me up at night? It's collective trauma. It's trauma that I'm processing for myself. It's trauma that we're all processing collectively as things change. And it's all completely normal. And there's nothing wrong with us or with it. even though it really seems like it. Again, I know that these are big statements for considering what's going on out there, but it's really about our choice points again, because so to take there's was a lot of protests this weekend, I hear, against what people don't want, and that's great. We absolutely now more than ever need to stand up for what we believe in and what we feel. And that's what I want to ask you. What do you believe in? What do you feel? What do you want? Don't push against what you don't want, because that just makes the other side stronger, and it's all they got right now. I mean, there's no organization, there's no thought process, there's no structure to anything that goes on out there, right? It's kind of a psychotic free-for-all. And again, on both sides, on either sides, like, do you really think that any of these politicians care about you? No. It's so, again, I want to bring this back to us, because that's all we've got right now. And that's a great thing. It really was always all we've got. And now we have the opportunity to enact that, to really come for ourselves, to decide what we do want. Mother Teresa said once, please don't invite me to a protest against war, but if you have a rally for peace, I'll be there. This is my point. It's absolutely, we should be speaking up now. We should be talking to one another. We should be creating communities. We should be finding our tribe. We should not be entrenching division. We should not be. And here I am going with the shoulds, I know. But we shouldn't be pushing against what we don't want. It gives it power and it drains our energy. If I'm waking up in the morning and it's taken all of my effort to bring it up to zero, I got a leak in the system. I have to attend to that. Sometimes you have to push through to get stuff done in our everyday lives, but figure out where you can give yourself grace, where you can find what you want, where you can resource and get what you need. And right now, for the most part, that is in being seen, in being in community. And it's not even, it doesn't have to be huge community. Go take a walk with a friend, have a conversation, a real conversation with your kids, your partner. Reconnect. Take a moment to figure out, where am I now? What is it that I want at this juncture? So even in talking to you guys about this, I feel a lot less tired, because that's what it's about now, finding our path, finding our way. Let's not give in to the chaos that's out there. Let's not breed more of it. Let's not fight with each other about this. I was given an opportunity to be part of a panel on inclusivity, or part of a discussion group rather, on inclusivity, which I jumped at. I mean, that's great. Inclusivity and this, talking about, trauma and our environment, and how we can really be more there for each other. Or at least that's what I thought it was. And then I got sent the Zoom links for the panel invite, and they were based on segregation. I've never, I mean, it shocked me to my core. I've never seen anything like it. And so now we literally have separate rooms based on how we identify to talk about inclusivity. Like, wow. Okay. So I had to take a moment last week because I wanted to respond out of reaction, out of deep hurt and anger, because the other thing about it is I equally bridge both of those two rooms, and have been uplifted and victimized by both uh, groupings in those two rooms. Like, what a horrible way to even discuss other humans. Do you fit into this group or that group? But let's talk about inclusivity. So clearly, right, there's my trigger. Now there's an opportunity to have a conversation about that and hope that we can change the conversation about that, or we can entrench the division. Because you cannot give away enough pieces of yourself to make someone else whole. And I think that that's where a lot of us are at right now. And this feeling of, I don't know who I am. So how can we all do. We want to be part of community. We want to, at the end of the day, yeah, we've all got our issues and our stuff. But at the end of the day, we know we really feel better when we are connected, primarily to ourselves, and then that flows outwards. And we do want to help and uplift others. Look at all of the horrible stuff that happens out there every day, and look at all of the thousands of people, sometimes millions of people, that rush in to help, to provide support, kindness to a stranger, to someone that they may never see again. There is so much good stuff happening out there. There is so much inclusivity. There is so much heart space, heart guided action out there. Let's go be part of that. Let's go do that. So, happy Monday. Let's see what we can do this week for us, for our tribes, for our communities. Be safe, be well. Find you. Bye for now.